Somos 92.5 FM y 11:30 AM, La Nuestra.
Siga Broadcasting. Le informa que el siguiente programa es un programa pagado y el contenido total es responsabilidad de quien lo produce o anuncia.
Bienvenidos a Red Lip Latina Radio, the bold, unapologetic voice of San Antonio and beyond. We're turning up the heat on local, state, and national issues while breaking it down with real talk and real passion. From the streets of San Antonio to the halls of power at the White House, we're keeping you informed, engaged, and fired up. And because patriotism is more than just words, we're shining a spotlight on real change makers, the fearless, the hardworking patriots making a difference in our communities. This is Red Lip Latina Radio, where we speak loud, proud, and with a little extra spice. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to Red Lip Latina Radio. My name's Cindy Dominguez, and I have my beautiful co-host,
Jessica Garza.
Woo woo. And today we have a very special guest. We have Elise Sagada. So, Elise, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it, and I really thank you for allowing me and my business partner to use this platform.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I love the sparkles that you have on. Thanks for coming dressed to impress. I have a little bit of sparkles, too. I don't know if y'all noticed today, but woo. I don't know if you can see Jessica. Otto, no está Jessica junto. All right. So let's get Jessica on screen here, and then we'll go ahead and begin. All right. Well, I'm super excited. Of course, I love to be with Genevieve and help out Genevieve with all her events. And then when she opened her business with you and at the Calabrium, right?
Yes.
I said, Genevieve, how do we say that? Calabrium, Calab. I was like, oh, I can't even say it. So you say it for us and tell us where it's located. The
Calabrium.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's located off 281 and like right before 1604. It will be on the frontage where Saltgrass is. So everyone knows Saltgrass.
Yes. We love Saltgrass.
So it's right up the street from there.
Excellent. So tell me a little bit about you first, personally.
Yes. So born and raised in the Valley. I'm, like I said, born and raised there. Came to San Antonio in 2015. Went to St. Mary's. Go Rattlers. When St. Mary's, graduated from there. Worked in San Antonio for some while, and then I opened up the Blooming Social, which is my first business. Mm-hmm. It's a digital marketing and influencer agency. So I work with businesses looking to expand in their social spaces and influencers looking to find their space in influencer marketing here in San Antonio and in Texas.
All right. So tell us, for everyday people who are just listening to the radio, what is an influencer and how does that impact them?
Yeah, so an influencer is someone that you're influenced by. And I know that sounds very explainable already, but it is. So when it comes to influencer marketing, it would be like a company. It's whoever has a high following or has something to say. And nowadays, influencers could be anyone. And that's the beauty about influencer marketing, because they're not celebrities now. Nowadays, you're seeing people getting influenced by, there's a girl here in San Antonio, SA Foodie. So you're looking at what she's posting, and it's showing where you need to go and what new restaurants are opening up, what's happening. So influencer marketing is a big deal, and it's growing. It's definitely really popular in other large cities, and I think San Antonio, it needs to be here. So I decided to make it one of my main points to work towards.
Wow, yeah, because I think awesome. I only see influencers on TikTok, but they're far away, Yeah. So it's always better to be local, shop local, be local, influence local.
So you help the ones that are barely starting, and maybe that's their goal too?
I do both. Okay. So I do help barely starting influencers, especially kind of navigating the field. So so I have an influencer agency as well. It's in one, the Blooming Socials, they do both. And so with that, we'll also manage. So the way it's very much structured is like an acting agency. My background, I'm actually a signed actress. I do acting, and I started in college. So the structure of my influencer agency is very much like an acting agency, where I kind of guide and I help you make smart decisions. I do a lot of the negotiations for influencers trying to make more money. It's honestly what it is. I'm an advocate for them, ultimately.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay. So then having the influencers and that type of platform, Tell me, how did it come about, you opening the Calabrium?
Yes, so this is a real personal, I guess, story. So it really started off, I had a really great opportunity to maybe hop into another business. I prayed about it, and God was just telling me not yet. And so I very much listened to him. It's not a no, and I knew that, and it was just a not yet. So yeah, it's not right now. And you know what? I'm thankful for that, because the opportunity was there, and I could have ran with it, but I really needed to focus on what he wanted from me, so I waited. This was in June of this year. And so it was like a nagging feeling on my heart. So I knew it was something he wanted me to do, I was waiting. So I took some time in the summer. I rested. That was so uncomfortable. I rested. I am an entrepreneur. I work, and I love to work. And so I heard the word rest in a lot of my prayers, and I sat back and rested, and that was uncomfy. But then afterwards, it's like the floodgates of opportunity and business came. And one day I was searching on social media, and I found a page that their lease was up of this space, and I reached out. I was like, okay, God, I don't know if this is the possibility, but I'm going to throw my hat into the ring and kind of see what happens with that. And I think I reached out that day. I saw Genevieve that night, and I said, look, Genevieve, I took photos, like, look at this place, like, you have to see it. And she was like, amazing, this is so cool. And she was such a support. And then she was like, I was like, would you want to, like, the way I don't even remember how this conversation came about, but I was just like, you want to do this with me? And God just aligned the right people in my path to make this possible. So here we are, the Calabrium, and it's going to be a beautiful event and a beautiful space for creators to come together, business owners. And our motto is collaboration is the new currency. I think especially I don't know if it's just because I've been here for so long, but I do know there's a lot of people that are not as, they don't see collaboration of a stepping stone to doing it together. They see it as, oh, you're getting in my way. Let me push you down to step on you to get to where I need to go. And I don't think that's the way to go with things.
Yes, one thing, Genevieve was on our show before, and one thing we talked about was we don't compete, we collaborate, you know, and there's room at the table for everyone. Even if you kind of have like, I don't have any influencers, but if I did, you know, then it would be helpful for them to know you too, because you would be the one to probably sign them or find them, you know. But I tell you, Jessica, our next guest has a makeup line, and we met her because we said, hey, we have a makeup line. Yes. And her story is going to come on later, but I felt so bad for her. I said, there's room at the table. Let's just bring her, you know, and we had talked about that. So collaborating is huge.
Right. And I think so my background in marketing was at a bank. And so it was so crazy because I never saw when a customer went to another bank as it being an issue. And same with the Blooming Social. I do social media marketing, digital marketing, and a lot of people do that. Genevieve does that. And so I don't see it as, I always tell everyone, God's going to send you the people that need to work with you.
Exactly.
And you're not going to have to fight for those people if they don't want to work with you and they don't work with you, then that's fine, because they're not meant to.
There's somebody for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's okay. And I love that you mentioned Jesus and Christ. So do you go to church?
I do. I do. I'm a CBCer.
Okay.
Through and through.
That means two. That means I know another one. Okay.
I started watching
perfect.
your pastor, by the way.
That's amazing. So I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. Shout out to Pastor Ed out there. Yeah. Love ya. And Pastor Q at Northside.
Yeah. So I watch Pastor Ed too. So I had seen that some stuff had happened at that church, and I felt bad for him. But everything happens for a reason. When you're doing things right, someone's always there to try to bring you down.
Right. You know? And I think with that, like, I always say, like, if you're hated, and I know that sounds so awful, but if you're doing everything right and you're doing it with love and your intentions are pure, you're going to be hated. Mm-hmm. People are going to see a light in you that they can't stand. And as long as you keep going and you look towards the true light, which is Jesus, then it won't actually, they'll never touch you. It's just going to be them wallowing in their own whatever, angers, anguish.
And just sitting there watching you.
Yeah.
And take notes.
Yes.
That's intentional that we stayed quiet on that. Because we know we're being watched.
Yeah, and I think that's
okay.
the thing
it's okay,
too.
Though, you know, like, hey, I would empower you too. Whoever it is that's watching that wants to be there, like I tell Jessica, I empower everybody. whatever they need. And if I don't know it, I will send you to someone that knows it. I'll bring you someone that knows it. Like, it's going to happen for you. So what kind of events do we look forward to at the Calabrium?
Absolutely. So of course you can rent out the space for your own events, but we do look at doing a lot of really cool, like mat Pilates events. The Blooming Social, personally, I've never announced this yet, but we're going to do movie nights. So it's going to be like pajama nights. And it's just going to be like very community building events. Just kind of bring the community together and then also encourage business connections. So I know I talk a lot about influencers and content creators, but business connections matter so much as well. I think when you're not, same concept, if you're not collaborating in a business sense as well, you can really hinder your growth, whether the other person gets whatever they take out of it, but it's more important of what you do with it. So I always say who you know will get you into rooms you could never get into by yourself, and not in a using sense of the imagination, but of true friendship, of true business compatibility and growth.
Yes, I agree. I was doing stuff back in February, realtor, and stuff happened to me, and ever since I met Cindy, I've been in all these rooms. I never asked her to take me there. She just took me, and I mean, now we're business owners of our own lip line. So that was kind of like how you asked Genevieve, kind of like proposing. That's what that was. Let's do this together. Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah, one day I was just like, well, she had been telling me a story, and I told her, you know what? Let's do this. And next thing you know, we're downtown signing business paperwork, so I love it,
Yeah.
And I completely believe in her. And it's weird because together we were friends in 2006 to 2011, somewhere around there. And then we lost contact. But then something happened to her, and she called me back because I've got canceled, several times, and she got canceled, and she was like, "Hey, what do I do?"
Yes.
I said, "Welcome to the club, girl. We got jackets." So,
yes.
then we just, but it's collaborating.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I never even in my life thought, we'd be sitting here in this room together.
Yes.
Seriously, all four of us. There's four of us here. There's more than four of us here, but who you can see. All right. Well, any words of wisdom that you want to give our listeners? I mean, you seem very motivated and high energy, and I love it. And I feel like you have a good ambition and a good heart. So I know everything's going to work out for you for sure.
Thank you so much.
But what makes you, like, I'm pretty sure you've broken down some internal barriers and some external barriers. And then you're like, I'm just going to push through. This is going to happen. But what words of wisdom do you have for our listeners?
You are going to have fans. And like I talked about haters earlier, but you're going to have fans, and it's okay. People are going to watch you, but like I said, if you know whose you are, you'll be fine. It's going to be fine. And then also post it. I know this is not talking, but this is like more of my social me, but post all your content. If you look stupid, I always tell people, I actually was blessed to be able to talk to students at St. Mary's a couple weeks ago, and I said, the worst thing people are going to think about you in any space is that you're stupid. If you can get over that, then you can accomplish anything, because that's someone's opinion. It's not who you are or what you are. It's just an opinion. So let them think you're stupid, but keep posting and do the best work possible.
It's so funny. I love that you said that, because the other day I made a stupid post, and it said, I couldn't believe that I cried over someone who is unemployed and drove me to work in my car. And I just thought, that was so stupid. Why did I post that? But it was the truth, and what I wanted to do was bring attention to other women. Like, sometimes we're not making the best decisions, but it takes those decisions to get to the next one. It was dumb, but I got my car back and took him home. How dumb was that, though? You know, but I posted it. I was like, you know what? I'm glad I'm not that person anymore. But there's still one of my friends out there who's still in that situation. So that's why I posted it. I thought it was so funny. So dumb.
Yeah,
but
you can miss opportunities by just not putting yourself out there. I was the class I talked to were psychology majors. They were like, I'm not interested in social. And I was like, it's okay. I said, what are you interested in? And then I said, post about that, because that's going to put you ahead of the game. And I've seen this. This is why I went into influencer marketing, was because as an actress, if I'm going up for a role and my social media is not up to standard, and someone else is going for the same role, and say they're not as great as me, but they still are in my same lane, and they have a better social, they're probably going to get the role. So you know, you got to put it out there. You got to go for it, because the worst thing that you're going to do is not get this space, but you tried and you still went for it.
Can you say what roles you're acting in right now or no?
Not right now. I've done a handful of auditions. It's always like an audition season, and then it's like a waiting game. So a lot of waiting at this moment. I had a lot of good auditions for a while there.
Well, we're going to have a lot of producers at, what's the event we call it? The Christmas Collab?
Christmas Creative Connections.
Yes, there you go. I can't even think of the day right now, but we have a flyer out already on social media. So we're going to have producers there. You're more than welcome to come and meet them.
I'd love to.
And maybe get a part with them. So that'll be interesting.
No, that'd be fantastic.
And collaborate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole point of that event, is just to collaborate. And I do not know how God put me into that situation with a bunch of producers and what were the filmmakers and actors, and all I want to do is be like someone's dead zombie somewhere, you know. In
She
role,
keeps telling everybody, "I'll be a dead zombie."
Like, I just want to wear like the white outfit and be like thrown against the wall, like, you know, the crazy lady in the psych ward. That's what I want to be, just one time. And the other one is being a novela. You know, I want to be like real passionate and
dramatic
in Spanish, like, "Ay, Carlos, ven pa' acá," you know, like faint or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have never taken acting classes, but you know, it's coming to me. I know it is. So
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen by association with y'all.
Yes.
So then, you know, they say you are like the 5 people you hang out with. You know. So I have a question. Do you have any mentors? Did anybody mentor you?
I have a couple. So one of them was my old boss. We are not talking anymore, but she was fantastic when I had her. And then Courtney Johnson, she's out of Austin. She is one of my business mentors. And then my agents in Louisiana, Landra Martz. Love them, Dawn and George. And so, yeah.
Yeah, and the only reason I ask you that is because on the shows I ask people if they have mentors, because I truly believe that in order for you to get to the next level, you always have to look up at someone, you know? And if you don't have nobody to look up to, then you're in the danger zone, because, you know, we don't know it all, but where do we want to go for the next level?
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself? Okay, let's see. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? You own the Calabrium. You're in a successful movie. What else?
Definitely the Blooming Social being out there. The goals are just to bring really quality content and social media, and it's not just that. It's the strategy behind it. I got a certification at UT for digital marketing, so I'm really passionate about like the odds and ends of the back end, not just posting a pretty picture. So the goal is the Blooming Social to be out there. I have a conference next spring, or this coming spring. Haven't picked a day yet. It'll probably be at the Calabrium, so follow the Calabrium on social.
All right, that sounds good. Okay, so you want them to follow the Calabrium, and the Blooming Social.
Yes.
Do you have any events coming up with the Blooming Social? Like,
I do. So I host one every month called Creators After Hours. It's a
it looks like fun. I saw pictures.
Yes, it's fun. It's themed. It's professional networking, but in a creative way. So I'm on the board of BPSA. Love BPSA, and that's very business professional, and I think that's beautiful, and I think there's definitely a space for business professional networking, but with I didn't see any creator networking opportunities here, so I built one, and shout out to Arsenal in Stone Oak for allowing me to host there every single month, and they're just fantastic.
Nice. Y'all pick all the cool places. With the Arsenal, what was the other one that I told you? I never, Elsewhere.
Oh,
Yes.
I said, I never even heard of that. I guess I'm not cool, but
Yeah, we're living under a rock.
yeah, but we're coming out.
Yes.
We're coming out in glitter, guys. I just love this glitter shirt. Yeah, glitter and red lips.
Yes.
All right. Well, Genevieve, did you want to squeeze in here? Y'all want to switch spots? We got Genevieve on here. All right, let's see here. Let's switch spots. Well, thank you, Elise,
thank
for
you. Thank you so
informing us. I
much.
know you're going to be in my future a lot and in Jessica's
Yes,
future. And I
definitely.
can't wait to work with y'all, but thank you. Let's squeeze on in. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's welcome back to the show. I guess you're like one of our show favorites now, right?
Yes.
Genevieve Sims.
Well, I'm part of the team because I'm wearing your shirt.
Exactly.
Yes. I love it.
I'm part of the crew now. I feel
There you
special.
go. 3 Live
I'm
Crew.
included.
Let's see.
Look at this color. See, we
How do
need to
we
have
get-
you
how
in
do
the
we get
middle.
like this?
We need you in the middle because you're wearing the black shirt and we're wearing white.
Well, we'll
So-
take a picture. picture when
Yes,
we're done
definitely.
with
But I love the branding, guys. This is
Right?
incredible. I love how you're expanding and all these opportunities. I'm just so excited for the next chapter.
Yay, thank you. And thank you, MC. Oh, thank you for this bringing this out real quick.
Yes.
I should have sent Otto the digital one, but okay. Oh, no, he smiled. He was taking our picture. Thanks, Otto. We love our producer, Otoniel. All right, well, let's talk about this little palm card that we got. Looks exciting.
Yes, we are so excited. So we are coming up to our next Proverbs and Prophets networking event happening on November 19th at Ambassadors Coffee. And you guys are one of our proud sponsors this month. So thank you so much for that. We're so grateful for your partnership, coming alongside us on this one. We started Proverbs and Prophet as a mission to bridge the gap between your professional life, ministry, and your personal. Because God never meant for those three things to be separate. They're meant to be aligned. And so created this networking event that allows business professionals, creatives, entrepreneurs, both men and women to come into a space and see what it looks like to fellowship while also talking about business with Christ in the center.
Yeah, that was
it.
very
And
different.
diving deep into that, we went through, I did a personal study on the book of Proverbs by myself, and that's when God gave me the vision to create Proverbs and Prophets, because there's so many key kingdom principles in the book of Proverbs. And so that's how this all grew and evolved into this networking event. And you guys went to the last one. What did you guys think about that one?
I was floored. I loved it. I felt God in the room, definitely. A lot of the Holy Spirit. It was different. I mean, we held hands for a moment, like it spoke to us at least, It's different. It's a different thing. I really think that people should make it out there, because you will connect with someone, but you're also connecting with your faith with like-minded individuals. And I feel like that's important. And that's what I loved about it.
Yes, thank you.
I loved it. And so my experience was, okay, so I loved not only the speakers, right? I loved that we got to praise and worship. And the craziest thing that happened to me was when, I forgot her name.
Miss Sandra.
Yes. So I texted you this, and I'm about to say it on air, but 3 years before, at the same location at Ambassador's Coffee, Brenda Zurita prophesied over me the same exact prophecy 3 years later that was said by, what was her name?
Miss Sandra.
Miss Sandra. And I just could not believe it. And Miss Sandra knew things like personal issues, just to leave it like that, to the detail of the location of the personal issue, and said it in the prophecy. And I mean,
That's only God.
yeah.
Only
So
God can do that.
I know that we'll be breaking down in tectonic shifts, causing wavelengths amongst women, and empowering them and helping them break down barriers and empowering them to their next level. So I'm excited. I mean, it's just, I wouldn't say ironic, but ironic that 3 years
Yes.
before
Wow.
It's a reminder.
the same
Yeah, it's like a refreshing.
prophecy. Yeah, and I haven't even told
Sparking
Brenda
that fire
yet.
again.
I haven't
Oh,
told Brenda yet, but
wow.
I was shocked.
That was incredible.
And then you sent it to me on video, so I was like, "Wow!"
I
So
got
I
it
have an
on
audio
video.
recording of Brenda, and I have the video recording of. the
Oh,
one
I
you
didn't
sent
know
me.
that you had Brenda's
Yeah.
too.
The audio from 3 years before.
Wow.
that wild?
Wow. I love hearing things like that.
Yeah.
All the testimonies that come out of this. And this is our third one. This is only our third one. So you guys went to the second one where we had guest speaker Sid Franklin.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible. And so our next speaker is going to be Lisa Michelle. And she is a very powerful woman of God, an ambassador for all the survivors of human trafficking. And talk about a woman who doesn't just talk about it, but she actually is in the trenches pulling these ladies out of really dark places. And not just that, but actually helping them get through that trauma and to be able to live a full life after experiencing something so awful.
Yeah, it's so sad. I have a friend, her sister's been missing for probably 8 years, but due to human sex trafficking.
Wow.
So it's super sad. But I'm glad that someone's there, because even though we try to do our best for the community, there's certain things that we cannot do or get to or may not understand. But there's a role for everyone, and there's a role for everyone to help other women surpass, what they've been through.
Absolutely.
And for healing.
Yes, and God has equipped Lisa Michelle with that type of strength, because she will tell you stories that I was like, if that happened to me, I would have given up.
Yeah.
But she has that supernatural strength and faith that I haven't seen in anybody else. And she has gone through a lot in saving these women. And the craziest part about it is that it's all happening here in our own city.
In our own backyard with
In our
people who you
own
could least
backyard.
expect it from.
Yes.
Yes, that's scary. But in case you're a woman listening and you need some help, you're more than welcome to private message us, or you can send us a text, 210-792-5654. We want you to know that you're not alone, and we will try to help you in any which way we can possible. And if we don't know a way, we will find a way, and God will lead us. I promise that.
Yes.
Any last words? We got about 1 minute.
I'm being timed.
Yeah.
Actually, if you are listening to this and you want to know about Proverbs and Prophets, we have a Facebook page out that has all the details on this. And of course, just connect with Cindy and Jessica here, and they'll give you more information. But we'd love for you to be a part of it. I want you to see what God is doing in the workplace. There is a movement happening. There's a revival. That spark has been fanned, and the flame is moving in our city. There is a difference when you are working and just using your gifts and talents, but there's a difference when you're walking in your anointing.
That's right.
When you're walking in your anointing, people get set free, and that's the difference. If you want to be successful, learn how to pray. If you want to be financially free, learn how to pray. Yes. Connect with a good community, and that's what Proverbs and Prophets is all about.
I'm excited for that. And then recently, I don't know if you got the book or not. Did you get the book, Leading Women Who Wound?
I haven't gotten it yet. It's on my list, though, because you sent it. You just sent it to me.
I know. Well, it's not even in production anymore, but I got 2 copies, and Jessica got one.
Yes.
And I do want us to study that Leading Women Who Wound book, because out of that, we will talk about the anointing. We will talk about how to overcome when you're being attacked by others. We talked about that a little bit with Elise, I'm sorry. But we've gone through so much and we've learned so much in such a short amount of time that we've all known each other, that it's very important that we share this. That way we can help other women and empower other women. So I'm excited to be at this event. Proverbs and Prophets will all be there.
And then if you see so on the back of each flyer for every event, there's always a different Proverbs. And this one is actually Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6, which is trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight.
I love that.
All right. Well, thank you, Genevieve, for being here with us again. You're always welcome.
Yes. I love being here. Now I love the shirt, so I'll be here more often.
Yes. So we're going to go on a brief hold. Un momento de pausa, por favor. And Otto, if you could take our picture. Te tomas un foto. We'll be right back with our next guest, guys, okay? Just don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. We are back with Maria, which is, speaking of creatives, has a lot to talk about when it comes to her creative space and her business.
I do. Hi, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Come closer to the mic. All right, say your whole name and the name of your business.
My name is Maria Gonzalez, of course, and my business is Splendid Designs and Creations with Maria, of course. And the ladies are wearing a sample of my
so
shirts.
These are made by Maria, and they're glittery, guys. I love it.
I don't know if you can really see the glitter there, but it's
You guys
beautiful in
look
person.
really good out there. When I was in the lobby waiting, I was like, they look good.
You're like, I did that.
I know,
Yeah.
like, yes.
Everybody thinks we put a filter on, but this is no filter, right?
No,
This is
no filter, no.
They're like, y'all have a filter. No, we don't have a filter.
No,
this
this-
is really us. So
My first time being on the radio show, so I'm like, no filter. I mean,
welcome. Yeah, there's nothing in front of us.
Thank
so,
you.
well, thank you so much for being here. So I'm gonna go back a little bit and tell our listeners how we met. So we were at Genevieve's event, Fashion for
Yes,
Life,
that's
right?
Yes.
And that was an event that raised awareness for domestic violence survivors. And we know a couple of people there already. But then we met you because you said, are you Red Lip Latina? I listen to Red Lip Latina. And I was like, Jessica, we have a fan.
Yes.
So we've only met a few fans out like at different events. So you're one of them. And
Yes.
thank you for telling us that you watched the
course.
show. You know, that means a lot.
Yeah.
And,
to us.
yeah, and I didn't know y'all were friends with Genevieve and everything, so I'm like, oh. You know, when I saw y'all, I was like, oh, I know that. I've seen them. They're Red Lip Latina.
Yeah, well, thank you, and thank you for the shirt.
Of course.
I know, I love
It's
it.
set
Thank
in
you.
stone now.
Of course.
So there at the event, we were talking, and then you mentioned something, and it just caught my ear, and we walked away. And I told Jessica, I gotta go back and talk to that lady again. I said, come on, Jessica, we gotta go back. We're gonna help her. So tell us about that.
Well, the first guest that y'all had on, she said a lot of good things that,
Elise?
yes, Elise, that really hit home. At first, you know, I had given up on things, like I told you at the Fashion for Life, where I did my lip gloss line, and I felt like I wasn't getting enough customers, or customers just weren't buying my lip gloss. I was just, you know, at a stop. So, and then something in me told me, you know what, don't give up, Maria, don't give up, you know. And of course, you guys came into my life, and, you know, I slowly started opening up my shop again.
You did?
So, yes,
Did you reopen
I
it?
did.
Because I
I
think we
did.
saw you, about a week ago?
Yes,
a week and a half
I
ago?
did. I did. I talked to my family. I said, you know what, it's time. I think I'm going to reopen up the shop. And, you know, so I
And what did they
started,
tell you?
go for it, Mom. Go for it. This is your passion. This is your dream. This is something that you've always loved to do. So that's what I'm doing. And I opened up the shop again. So
Okay, good
yeah.
to hear.
I'm a
good to
bit
hear.
nervous because it's my first time on the radio
Yes,
show.
no,
So
you're fine.
Oh, don't be nervous. Look at yourself on camera. Look how good you look. Thank you for wearing red, too.
Of
Yes.
course,
I
of
love
course.
it. Okay, so don't be nervous. So tell us about your shop. You reopened your shop. What kind of
did.
things are you selling?
I sell, like I mentioned before, my lip gloss line. I do a little bit of everything: t-shirts, jewelry, keychains, mugs, anything that a customer wants, you know, done, I can create. So I'll do that for them.
And they're very, very nice, because I saw the jewelry, and I mean, I don't know how you do that. It's talent, because those are very nice.
Some things I do order from like my suppliers, and then some things I do create on my own.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I saw the invitations. Those I can imagine you
Yes,
create on
I
your
do
own.
create
yeah.
those. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
those are lovely
Mhm.
too.
Yes.
So tell us about you. Tell us your personal story. Did you grow up here in San Antonio?
I did. I grew up here in San Antonio. I was married for 20 years, but that was like a toxic marriage, so I was out of that marriage. And during that time, I became sick with psoriasis. I'm not sure if you're familiar with psoriasis.
I've only seen it, but I've never really experienced it.
80% of my body was covered with psoriasis. So that's what led me to stop working. And during that time, I'm like, I have to do something with myself, you know, but I can't be out in public because people would look at me like if I was contagious. But psoriasis is not contagious. So
I think the Kardashians have that, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yeah. I think Kim Kardashian has it, yeah. But that's what led me to open up my skills, led me to open up the shop. I took my skills into that, and that's where I am today.
And how many years ago was that?
Ooh, I want want to say about 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Wow.
I do still struggle with psoriasis. It's under control with, medication, but it's very hard.
Well, today we sat through a beautiful luncheon, and I'm going to tell you that there is something natural on earth to heal you. We just have to find what that is. But there's some, God put everything on the earth that we need, even to heal ourselves, right?
Correct.
And they were talking about putting into your system, like rebuilding your health and rebuilding with the good nutrients that you need. I forgot the word that they said.
Well, they said that first they start with the gut. So they clean the gut first.
Yes, it starts within, yes.
And then after they give you like certain vitamins, and then after the gut process, it's the juice. So it's like a juice.
Like a cleanse.
Natural cleanse, detoxing and stuff. So, we'll just have to find out. I have some books at home, actually, and we can probably help research to see what it is that may.
And psoriasis
help that
does
healing.
leads to like depression as well. Sometimes you don't want to give up on life, but you become depressed. So
that is definitely a lack of nutrients. And but you're in our life for a reason now.
Yes, there is a reason why. I don't know, but I feel like God's behind this.
Definitely,
Yes.
for sure. God is
sure.
behind this.
Sure.
Don't question it.
Because I had several people that they called my shop fake. That it's a fake shop. I'm not gonna get anywhere. But look at us now. Look where I am today.
Yeah,
There's a reason why.
And that's what kind of got me, because when we talked to you, we said, well, stay tuned to the show. We're going to have a makeup line come out. And you said your whole demeanor changed. Like, I have a makeup line. And when I heard your sorrow, that's what got me. I was like, why? What's wrong?
Ready
I stopped
to
you
give
right
up.
away. Like, what's wrong?
I was ready to give up on my shop. I really was.
Wow.
And all because of people's opinions.
Yes.
That's
That's
I'm glad
what
you overcame that, though.
Yes. That's what your guest, the first one, Elise, what she said is don't give up.
And don't give up. We all have people who come against us. And Jessica knows this. Jessica came into my life, and I swear she was like, I needed her at that moment. Even though she's been in my life for over 10 years, this year, even though she thinks I helped her because she got canceled, no, she helped me. Because I myself had my own, people come up against me and stuff, and sometimes they don't understand it until you've gone through it. So now that you understand it, you made some hard decisions, and that hard decision is to reopen your shop. And I'm so excited for you. So how do people find you online?
On Facebook, I'm on Facebook. You can go to my Facebook page. It's called Splendid Designs Creations with Maria. And then you can go to my link tree, Splendid Designs and Creations, and the link tree will lead you to all my platforms.
Yes, that's good. Yeah, we need to create our own link tree, but we're going to do that. So now you were at Fashion for Life because you have a son, right?
My grandson.
Your grandson?
Yes.
And he was a model there?
Yes, he was.
Talk to us about him.
Kevin, he's always been a character. He loves the camera. He loves to dance and sing, act. And one day I was just showing Rochelle the pictures of Kevin, and she's like, oh my God, Maria, these are good. She says, let's go show my husband. So I did, and they invited him over to the Fashion for Life rehearsal. And ever since then, it kicked off, and he's been in Fashion for Life. And
the Fashion for Life auditions were pretty, I guess, like strict, because he went to a lot of practices and learned how to walk and model, and that's a good platform for him to be on. So I'm proud that he made it on there, because they did have some stringent like pre-qualifications, and asked, checked him and what he did in the background, what he believed in. Like, they questioned him and interviewed him.
Yes,
so I'm glad
you
he made
really
it
have.
through.
Yes, you have to pass the backgrounds and everything.
So I'm glad he made it through. And we had Rochelle on our show too.
Oh yes,
Yes. And
he was my favorite suit, the red suit.
Yes, the red and the pink. Yes,
I loved
him.
it. Yeah,
yes.
That's good.
I love that.
But we're proud of him for making it through that too, because that took a lot of dedication.
Thank you.
And when you're that young, 8 weeks or 11 weeks, I forgot how many practices.
Yeah, it was a lot of practices to get to where he's at.
So I'm excited. And Elise is an agent. You just met Elise, so she's an agent for actors. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you'll have to call her and
there you go.
Get
God puts you in the right time.
Or something. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Tell us, what kind of words of wisdom do you have for our listeners? Like, what would you tell them because you were about to give up and you didn't, and we don't want you to ever give up. You're more than welcome to use our platform to help you.
I would say follow your dreams no matter the audience. Don't give up. And you can turn small things into something bigger.
And if you don't have the right audience, all you got to do is change that channel.
Exactly.
True. That's true.
Thank you, next.
Yes.
But I will get better at this radio thing. So
No worries. It's very natural. So you're just talking on here and people are just listening. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for
Thank you,
being a
ladies.
part of our
Thank you.
show. You're more than welcome to put any comments in the, your pictures in
Of
the
course,
comments so
of
people
course.
can find you and how to purchase your items. And thank you for our t-shirts. These
Yes,
t-shirts are
we
made
love
of her.
them.
you guys look
so
good.
much.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Otto needs a t-shirt, right, Otto?
You need
Yes,
a t-shirt?
he
You got
does.
one coming.
Well, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
You have any last words that you want to say?
Um,
Something we didn't cover?
No, just like I said, just don't give up on your dreams and just keep chasing your desires. And, you guys come follow me. So,
All right, follow her, purchase from her, support
What
her.
was the website again?
Splendid Designs and Creations with Maria. It's on Facebook.
Okay,
So, yeah.
perfect. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for our
you.
t-shirt. So
Thank
if
you.
y'all need a t-shirt with glitter or that says Red Lip Latina,
Yes.
contact Splendid Designs. But
Thank
all right,
you.
well, thank you so much. We're gonna go on a brief break, Otto, and we'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for holding. We're just saying our little goodbyes, but what a true inspiration. Don't give up on your dreams. It's very important for you to keep pursuing. And the ladies that we've had on today, and some of them in the past, even ourselves, we can't give up. Sometimes we need to motivate each other. Be a motivator. Don't be one of the crabs in the bucket. Don't
be taking down.
Yeah, like don't
Motivate.
there's too many people out there in the world already who are ready to tear people down, and that shouldn't be coming from anybody in your circle. And if your circle is the one tearing you down, then you need to find a new circle. Like, you are the 5 people that you hang around with. So and I tell Jessica this all the time, right? Because I tell her, well, if you want to be a millionaire, hang around millionaires. If you want to be successful, hang around successful people. If you want to be a good networker, hang around those who know how to network in the right way. Okay, don't waste your time with just anybody. If you want to be involved in your church, then find a good church, be involved, but make sure you're around the right people who are going to be there to motivate you, support you, and build you up. They got to build you up and edify you, and you got to be the same person for others too, because if all you're going to do is drain people and not pour into people, then you can only do that for so long. I do pour into others and I do empower others, but if no one's pouring back into you, then you have to reconsider what you're doing for others. Be supportive. Be supportive and stop hating on your own circle.
Yes.
It seems like that's the common theme, though, because all these women have, had their own best friends or their own people around them that have brought them down, or their own family. Just go out there and better yourself. Take the time to better yourself.
Start making decisions for yourself, regardless of what the opinions of other people are going to be. Because when you focus on what other people are thinking, then you're never going to move forward.
One thing that I wanted to mention on the show, and I always think, we never promote ourselves Even though this is our show, we never promote ourselves. So I want Jessica to tell everybody what she does and how she helps people day to day finding a place to live.
I'm a realtor. So I do houses. I do main focus is apartments, people who don't have good credit, things like that. And a lot of nonprofit help with Cindy. And now our new lip line, which is about to come out soon.
We're wearing it. I'm wearing Patriot Red today. And people say, is it really that bright? It looks so bright. It's this bright. This is the color. So it's Patriot Red. So I'm super excited about that. Hi, Luz. Welcome on. It says we all need to live and support one another. You got that right, sister. So Luz is from my church. Hi, Sandra. Sandra's one of my business partners. So right now we are helping educate truck drivers, real estate agents, even immigrants on your rights. And we're offering you a way to have legal counsel 24/7. So if you need help with that, please give me a call. But back to what we were talking about, Jessica, I want to make sure that y'all understand that she can help you find a home. If you need to buy a home, if you're looking for a home, if you're not sure how to apply, how to get started, or she can help you find an apartment. So I know a lot of people may have trouble finding an apartment. You know, it's hard to find out, you know, where do I live? You know, where do I want to be? What can I afford?
What do I qualify for? Things like that. So if you have there's people, things happen. So some people will have an eviction. Stuff has happened during COVID. Broken leases. We're able to help you somehow. So you can reach out.
Yep, and I highly recommend it because I used an apartment locator before Jessica became an apartment locator. I had used one myself.
Kiss the mic there.
Yeah, kiss y'all. But and he helped me find what was best for me because I didn't have time to go look. So I'm really happy at where I am. But if y'all need help, please call Jessica. Y'all can message here on Lip Latina. She'll get it. What else do you want to cover?
Just what we've been talking about, just paying attention to what your calling is and not paying attention to the sidelines, like just focusing on your calling. And if you don't know what that is, you just got to go to a church, find a group and pray for it. And it's there. And you do know. Sometimes people do know, but it takes them a while to do it just because of fear.
Yep. Jessica sent me this quote, making a decision, no matter how wrong it feels, to disappoint people around you. Like that was so impactful for me today because sometimes you have to go along with what's best for you. Make the decision for your business. Like Maria was just talking about, she had to make the decision to reopen her business when she had already given up. And you were there when we were talking to her, but the look of devastation on her face when she had told us what had happened to her, I said,
how she gave up. Yeah.
Yeah. And I gave her a hug and said, we're not going to let you give up. Like, just come on our show, talk about your business and go sell some more lip glosses and t-shirts and cups, edge cup. Sorry, I'm just choking here without this. Let me drink some water.
Yes, I mean, she has a lot of talent. You guys need to check out her site for sure because she does invitations, wedding invitations. She does floral arrangements. And they're not just basic. Like, you really have to check out her website to actually appreciate what she does.
Yeah. And I appreciate it. I appreciate her making these shirts.
Yes,
once again.
I love
So, guys, if y'all want to pre-order a Red Lip Latina shirt with glitter on it in either black or in white, they're coming out. So we're going to have some for sale next week. So if you want to order one, just send us a message. We're super excited about our lip line coming out. So we're going to have, this one's Patriot Red that I'm wearing, and we're going to have a Cindy color and a Jessica color. And it's going to come out with spice like Jessica. Yes. And it's going to be spicy. So we love it. And then we'll have a special surprise for one of our guests, and we'll bring them online and share with them what we're going to surprise them with. So it's super exciting. So this is this is really happening.
Yes. And it's meant for, like, the mission behind it is that every woman should feel
confident.
Yes.
Empowered, confident.
And not to say like, oh, just because you wear it, we are empowering each other. So we are empowering other women. And that's the mission behind it.
Yep. So there was I even sent Jessica the whole history on red lipstick, right?
Oh my God, yes.
And what women have gone through just because they wore a red lipstick. So this is not just about a brand or a Red Lip Latina beauty. This is more about a movement, and this is going to be a massive movement of real women who are empowered, and
Wear it.
yeah.
Right.
And
Just
since
wear it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, since I've had 2 prophecies of the same thing, like I know I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Yep. So we got this.
Yes. I'm excited.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see y'all at Proverbs and Prophets. Let me see. That's gonna be Wednesday, November the 19th at 6 p.m. at Ambassador's Coffee. So if you look at the bottom of the flyer, it does say Red Lip Latina. We're super excited, thankful to Genevieve Sims for hosting this and for allowing us to be a part of it again. And I'm just grateful for that, because the opportunities that come there, men are welcome too, but the opportunities that come throughout that is, you're worshiping together, you're in business networking together.
People pray for you.
And you never know what's going to come out. Like, I don't even know that lady who prophesied over me, and she said things, she
Yes.
said the details that I don't tell anybody. So
Different ladies, same place, years later.
3 years. Yeah, it was probably almost to the day too. But I'm super grateful for that. So guys, make sure you're around someone who's going to lift you up. But make sure first you go seek God. Seek God, pray to God, and ask him to answer your prayers. Protect yourself, protect your anointing, and do what's in God's will. So I'm going to tell you, recently, I knew I should have separated myself from something recently, and I didn't listen. And then God makes it happen regardless.
Yeah, he'll close doors for you. If you don't do them, he'll do them for you.
And I told Jessica, I said a dangerous prayer. Don't pray this. But I said, dear Lord, whoever's not meant to be next to me, remove them. And then like dominoes. And I was like, oh, Jessica, don't say that prayer, because I said that, and people dropped like flies, literally. So, but I'm grateful. You know what I mean? I'm grateful because I didn't have to do anything. God removed them.
Yeah, they weren't meant. They weren't meant to be in your circle. They were. It's everybody's time expires sometimes, I feel like.
Yeah. Sometimes I say, well, in business, we would say, when I was a financial professional, that sometimes it's like an Uber. You get on an Uber and they take you from one destination to the next. But then you have to know when to get out. You have to get out of that Uber to get to your destination. And sometimes relationships, unfortunately, are like that. You take that person from one location to the next, but then it's time for them to get out. So listen to God, guys. Listen to God when he tells you to remove yourself. If not, he'll remove them for you.
And ask, because a lot of people don't ask. A lot of people just, they think that because they're thinking it, oh, God's, he hasn't helped me and this and that, but you haven't prayed for it. You need to ask.
Exactly. And be specific in your prayers. So guys, if y'all can, go buy the book, Leading Women Who Wound. It's on Amazon. It's probably about between $5 to about $15, depending. It's all going to be used. So it is a used book. It's no longer in production, but buy the book so you can study with us, because we're going to have some events in regards to that book, and we're going to come together. It's not quite like a book club, because that kind of sounds boring, but it's kind of like a book club, because that book, I'm going to tell you, I read it and I reread it, and it's changed my life. So Leading Women Who Wound, and it has like a little, I guess like a water container or water on the picture, and it's beige, but I'll send y'all a picture later if you're gonna get that book. But all right, guys, well, our time is up. It's time. So thank y'all for listening. Next week we have oh my God, Tiffany Yamin coming in. So if you have cancer, or you know someone who has cancer, we've heard and sat through her lecture, and let me tell you, you're going to want to hear
Her story.
what she has to say, her story and her findings and her study. She is a doctor, so we're going to have her on next Thursday from 6 to 7. All right, guys, any last words?
No, just pray and ask. Knock and you shall receive.
Yep, that means more than knocking on wood, guys.
Yes.
Knock on in your prayers on heaven's door, and God will answer them. I promise you. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Otto, for being here with us again, and we're out. We'll see you next Thursday. That's a wrap for today on Red Lip Latina Radio. We tackled the issues, we lifted up our community, and we kept it bold, real, and unapologetic. But the conversation doesn't stop here. We stay loud, stay proud, and stay engaged. Follow us, join the movement, and let's keep making noise for San Antonio, Texas, and the whole USA. Until next time, keep your head high, your lipstick bold, and your voice even bolder. Nos vemos, familia.
Martes 12:30 p.m. El Mercadito